Hello guys, welcome again to my channel. In case today is your first time of coming across my channel, please consider to hit that red button below that says subscribe. Beside it, there's a notification bell. That bell is very important for you to turn it on. So each time I upload a new video, you will be the first to check it out. And if you have done that already, may Almighty God bless you. And to those that always come across to watch my videos, each time I upload a new video, they come across to watch it. You guys are super amazing. I am so happy for that. I say may Almighty God bless you and grant you all your heart desire. So my lovely people, in this my channel, you'll be getting news from me all over the world. Any news that comes across my way, I'm going to bring it to you guys. Yes, so and I'll be showing you guys how to make hair therapy for your hair to grow fast. And I'll also be showing you different types of hairstyle on how to make your hair at home. I'll also be giving you tips, different type of tips on different issues. So my lovely people, today I brought to you an interesting video. We all are going to watch it together. So please don't forget to share my video. Always share my videos to your friends, families, neighbors. As you do so, may Almighty God bless you abundantly. So my beautiful people, my lovely people, please stay tuned as we watch this interesting video together. So this is the video.
Program. This is Politics Today, live on Channels Television. I am Kaido Kikulu. The president gave his word. The Speaker of the House of Representatives confirmed it. His aide on social media, Loretta Onoche, gave Nigerians a double confirmation and went ahead to give a date. That's today, Thursday, December the 10th. But at about 3:30 p.m. today, after almost 4 hours of plenary, the House of Representatives adjourned without citing the president or a representative. Well, the thing is, the president didn't just disappoint the 360-member chamber, but millions of Nigerians who had been anticipating the president's appearance to speak on the security situation in the country, especially after the killing of over 40 rice farmers in Borno State. The motion was raised in the House about the president's absence, and it was said that the House had not gotten an official letter or communication from the president as to why he did not honor that invitation. But while we wait for such letter, if there will be any, we'll be speaking with the Minister of Defense in a moment to get a behind-the-scenes view of how the nation's security architecture is responding to the various threats in the Nigerian Army in the 1970s and rose to the rank of Major General. He currently serves as Nigeria's Minister of Defense. General Bashir Magashi, good evening and thank you for joining us on Politics Today.
Thank you very much.
Well, the responsibilities of your office, that security, is perhaps the most talked about issue in the country as at this moment, especially with the involvement of the armed forces in internal security and following that gruesome killing of rice farmers in Borno State. So I'd like to know, to begin with, just how much pressure are you under right now?
Well, good morning, Channel Television, and good evening, Nigerians. It's common knowledge that there is pressure everywhere in the country, and we, the actors, we are also under pressure. But the pressure can be defined depending on what we want to look at it. But I am sure Nigeria is seriously under pressure to know what efforts the military is making, or in fact my ministry is doing to upsurge the problem in this country.
Right.
And that's why I'm here today.
Right. I mean, we'll get into the ways in which you're handling that pressure, but I'd like to talk about the elephant in the room, because what a lot of people might not know is that you're also a lawyer. So I'd like to get your legal perspective to, what played out at the National Assembly, especially the House of Representatives, the president not appearing before plenary today. And the question is, yes, the AGF has spoken on that matter, but there's still questions about the legality, the constitutionality of the House of Representatives summoning the president. Was there anything wrong with that move?
Well, actually, I'm not in a position to discuss that because I'm not aware of the development as I'm sitting down here.
Well, this is us asking you as a lawyer. I mean, the constitutionality of the House of Representatives that represents Nigerians to ask the president to come speak before them on security issues. So the question is, as a lawyer, on face value, is there anything wrong with that?
Did you introduce me as a lawyer?
Well,
anyway, let me answer
it's hard to
directly.
separate you from that, so please go ahead.
Well, yes, the Constitution is so clear. Powers are given to both the executive and the legislature. And looking at it holistically, you find that each has a role to play. In my little knowledge of the Constitution, I think the National Assembly has powers to call anybody to appear before it to answer the call of the Assembly. But in regards to the executive, they are asking for the chief executive to come. I'm sure the position of government was stated by the Attorney General of the Federation. He clearly stated that the call for the president to appear is not visible. And I think that is my own position too.
Well, it is belief of some people that the failure of the president to appear before the National Assembly might harm the relationship between the executive and the legislature. Do you see the possibility of that? Because it was a resolution that was adopted at the floor. So basically the whole house asking the president to come. So how do you see this affecting the relationship between the executive and the legislature?
Look, the function of government is all-encompassing. The Assembly has its own duty to play to the development of this country. And the executive also have that duty to play in the progress of this nation. So where there are two contesting this thing, there are bound to be disagreement. But if only it is going to be in the national interest of this country, the coming of the president or not does not make the two organs of government to be in disagreement as to affect the relationship of the two arms.
You will agree with me that a lot of Nigerians
and
are
I think...
Please land on that.
Yeah? Say again.
Please go ahead. You wanted to make a point.
Yeah, I have said all what I think we should do. There should always be that kind of relationship that will make this country to progress. If the coming of the president will make any meaning to the Nigerians, yes, I'm sure the president will oblige. But these are things that we in the cabinet will be able to answer on his behalf. And I think this is a topical issue and very controversial to some people. And we believe that if allowed to generate into the president coming out to speak, as you know always, that many people will come and start talking differently. But I'm sure Mr. President will not decline to appear for to the National Assembly anytime he is requested. But if there is a lacuna, as you are trying to say, then probably the best thing is to wait till proper clarification is made as to who is to come and when the president should come. But I don't think this is so important. Everything that you need to know about this problem that has happened in Borno, it has been told. Politicians have talked, religious, traditional rulers, and in fact the president has a meeting with all the 36 governors yesterday. And we believe that the issues were ironed out, decisions were taken in the best interest of this country. And I'm sure the National Assembly may not be unaware of the progress. Maybe that's why they decline not to take the matter again for the appearance of the President of Nigeria to the National Assembly.
Well, the House did say that they are waiting for an official communication regarding that planned appearance. But You'll agree with me that a lot of Nigerians are disappointed, really, because they were looking forward to the president's appearance. I mean, for you, it might not mean much, but for them, they wanted to see the president speak to these issues. Maybe not to the, to the secrets about, the plans and operations of the military, but speak to some of the issues on ground. So you say you could speak at least and address these issues. So what do you have to say to those Nigerians who are disappointed that the president did not appear before the House of Representatives?
Well, there are basically nothing to say on this issue, except Nigerians are always eager to see Mr. President coming out to talk, which I agree with them. Nigerians should know the problem of this country, but that is not the only place where Mr. President will go out and be talking. And the National Assembly should also be complimenting the effort of Mr. President. And I think this particular instance, the president has spoken. He expressed I can't even get a word for it. His displeasure or whatever you may think, harsher than that, against what has happened in Borno State. And even if you don't love this country, you see that kind of thing, you must sympathize with Nigerians. People just coming out to slaughter people, I think that is the greatest barbarism that anybody can expect from a nation. And I think we have expressed our feelings, and we are all out to improve of the situation in this country so that such occurrences will not come again any longer.
Well, we're due for a break in about a minute and a half, but you have admitted that there's intense pressure. So let's look at ways in which you're dealing with these pressures. I mean, ever since that killing, and we've seen some other pockets of incidents, just how are you maneuvering around all this?
Look, you see, the problem of this country, we always forget too soon. Look, by 2015, backwards, 2014, 2013, if you remember the situation in this country, look, in Kano, 200 people were massacred at the mosque. The emir of Kano was also was attacked. The road from Kano to Kaduna and Abuja, they are impassable. We had over 20 roadblocks from Kaduna to Abuja. It takes you almost 15 hours to reach where you are coming from. Even in Abuja, there were bombings everywhere in Nigeria in those years. You find that there were commotions, no security, people can't even move. And still, when this government came, you know what we did. The Borno State, about 20 local governments were under capture by the Boko Harams.